Hello everyone, glad to be here again. And today we will be streaming for you CPI. So first of all, I want to remind who we are. My name is Kirill. I'm a financial analyst in FBS, and with me today is Eduard.
Hi guys. Really happy to see you all there. Hello, Kirill. Today we will stream the consumer price index, the US CPI, the main inflation measure in the United States, and the whole market is expecting the release, is waiting for it. Most of the assets already make some moves, already priced in some expectations. And today we will analyze the charts with you guys. We will look at the reading numbers. We will also make some extra activities. So stay tuned and write in the chat what do you expect from the CPI today.
Yes, and before we start, I just want to announce that today we will be giving up one VIP analysis for one of our viewers. So I would like to ask you, first of all, go to your personal area and copy the number of your trading account because you will need it. We will ask you some question and you need to type an answer and your trading account into our chat on YouTube. Yeah, right? So we will ask a question about 2 minutes later. So we have you have couple minutes just to find your account number. And okay, what will we start, Eduard? What do you think about, first of all, fundamental analysis? Can you describe the overall picture as we have 13 minutes till the beginning, till the release?
I would be happy to do that, Kirill. So what we have on the market, CPI, as I said, is the inflation numbers from the consumer side. The higher the number, the faster the price is growing in the United States. The last months show a significant decrease. So CPI was at 3%, exactly 3%. It's down from 3.1% forecasted number and down from 4% previous numbers. And this shows that the US Federal Reserve is doing their job pretty good, fighting inflation, fighting rising prices. And moreover, it means that the end of the monetary tightening in the United States is near. And the end of the monetary tightening means a lot to the market because it will change how the market reacts at different economic releases, how the market reacts at fundamental data, and more and more and more. So this time, just in 12 minutes from the current moment, we expect the next reading to come out. And if this reading will be below expectations, that means that the Fed is doing their job great, just as in the last months and in the previous 4 months. And that means that the United States dollar will probably go down because there will be less expectations for monetary tightening, there will be less expectations for rate hikes, and there will be more expectations for some dovish measures, some money printing or some easier measures in terms of economy. On the other hand, if the CPI will be above expectations, that means that the economy is still too hot. The price growth is still too fast and we need to slow it down more so the market will react in a different way. The US dollar may go higher, pushing the gold and Euro USD lower. What do you think about that, Kirill?
Okay, yes. First of all, I want to tell you that both me and Eduard, we think that we already know the direction of the upcoming move. We said we have a consensus. Yes, so we know, we both agreed that the US dollar will. And before we tell you about our prediction, okay, as you have your account number, we want you to type in the chat. Today will be 3 readings, right? CPI monthly change, CPI yearly change, and CPI core CPI. So we want you to type in the chat number for every single one of these readings as you think it will be. So basically, CPI monthly 0.2, CPI yearly 3.3, and core CPI 0.3, right? Go type it and add your account number, and the first one who get it correctly will get the VIP analysis. You have to guess right now. So the first one who gets the right answer will get the VIP analysis, and please be sure you put into your account number. So this is the only way we can find you here and send you the VIP analysis for the next month. And okay, let's quickly move to the technical analysis. We have 10 minutes left and the markets will be moving soon. So right now I am looking on the US dollar index chart, and you've probably already see that the price, I want to start with the weekly time frame. As you can see that this huge shadow on the top of the previous week candle, right? So this showed us that at the end of the previous week, sellers got into the game near this resistance trend line and they dumped the price. The week began with another spike, another retest of this trend line, but as we can see already today, the bounce has happened. And as my experience tells me, when before the event the price is flirting with the is staying under the resistance trend line, so basically all this move buyers were expecting this CPI, like this price movement happened on the expectations, and now it is the time to fix all these US dollar gains. So I think personally believe that today we will have a huge downward movement by the US dollar index. As a result, I will be guessing that the XAU USD and Euro USD will go up. Do you agree with that? And we can move to gold. Yes, Eduard?
Yeah, of course. Let's move to gold.
Okay, let's move to gold. And I think you need to tell us about gold because you love to trade this asset, I know.
Yeah, right now gold touched at the level of 1923 and turned down. So of course we do not need to make any significant moves. We do not need to trade before the release, but right now gold is trying to break through the support level at around 1920, and in case of success, if the news release will be negative for the gold, then we can look for a short pullback and open a short trade with the target at 1950 or maybe 1910. However, on the way bigger scale, on 4-hour time frame, for example, the gold is in a strong downtrend and there is no significant signs of reversal. There is no double bottom, no inverse head with the shoulders, and all we have to do is to sell gold whenever it corrects higher. In that matter, yeah, gold is in the downtrend. However, the CPI release today may change the outlook because it's what the market have been expecting for the whole week, maybe for the whole month. And on this release, the Fed relies really strong on this release. It will change the monetary policy according to this release, and of course, it will affect gold prices. Do you agree, Kirill, that gold will go down, or maybe you have another opinion?
I feel like right after CPI, it may make a first move will be a fake one, I think. But overall, I can see that the price kind of got to 1913, yeah. And we see that this is a huge level, and I bet there are a lot of stops right here. So guys who bought probably gold here at 1913, they placed their stop losses around 1907, 1908, 1910. So I believe there is a lot of liquidity right here. And no matter what the release will be, I believe the gold may spike here, but I would not suggest opening any trades right now on gold because gold is kind of tricky right now. I think we need to look at gold right after the release and see what is happening. I think there might be some liquidity collection right here, and after that the spike upwards as we think the US dollar will decline, but we will see. So I've seen there are some guys asking for Euro USD, GBP USD, USD GPY. Let's quickly move on them as we have 6 minutes left. As you seen probably in our Telegram channel, I drew this pattern on Euro USD, and I personally think it will work out. First of all, if we see the same as with the US dollar, right? We can see this huge I hope you see it right here. It's a huge shadow on Euro USD, right? And here the price is already forming another shadow. So two shadows in a row shows us that there must be some spike here. I don't think that two shadows and after that the price draws really red candle right here. So I personally super bullish on Euro USD, as well as with the gold. There might be some downward correction for liquidity collection, but here we can see a clear resistance level around, let's say, 110.45. As this resistance breaks, as the price breaks above this resistance, and I think in case the CPI is lower than expected, it will be a huge green candle. The price will definitely move further to 1.1145. So I think that you might place some pending orders, buy stop orders above, I would say, 1.1060, and I think in this case, the price, if like the price reaches this level, it will move higher and higher and reach the target, which is approximately, let's say, 900 point movement, which is not really bad. You agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to add to what you have just said. Could you please open a 4-hour chart and move
Which
it
one?
like a little bit
Which one?
closer? 4-hour Euro USD.
Okay. Yes, I did.
Yeah. If you look at this, you can see that there is a sideways movement, a sort of a sideways movement, and we had a support level at 1.0943, and then we broke through this level and touched 1.0912, and after that, we quickly soared higher, but we didn't collect the liquidity above the resistance levels that Mr. Kirill pointed here on the chart. So Euro USD still has the potential to go higher and to break through this resistance level. So several different analysis methods and all point on the possible rise in the Euro USD. The technical picture is as bullish as never for the pair. So we just only need to wait for the CPI release and then look for possible entry.
But we never call you to open any positions before the release, because as we
Of course,
say, there are always potential of the downward spike, and after that the price will reverse. So before, no positions before. The same picture, I think, on GBP USD. Right here we can see the descending trend line. The price haven't still broke it didn't break above the descending trend line yet, but I think it is coming. It is coming a little bit later than Euro USD, but never mind. So here the same situation. It is a huge support range. The price touched it right here and kind of consolidating above. So today there might be a little spike down here, which will provide you with absolutely amazing opportunities to buy around I would say 126 and 5 here. So you may place right now some limited buy orders here in case of liquidity collection, and after that we expect a spike, or in case the CPI is much lower than expected, the price will definitely break above the trend line, right? And our target will, in this case, there will be around 1.3 for GBP USD, which is also an amazing 2,000 points move. So I think we just need to wait it, and let's check the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, you probably, I will delete one of the drawings. The price kind of retested the weekly 100-week moving average, skyrocketed above, another decline, and I think one more spike is needed here, because still the price is absolutely trending up. Yeah, and it was a solid correction, so I think it's time to move higher for GBP USD.
So yeah. And just to remind you, we have only 30 seconds left till the CPI release. I will interrupt you. Sorry for that. I will interrupt you and say what are the numbers. And also I will post this in our Telegram channel, but a little bit later, because only you guys who are on the stream will get it first hands. So congratulations to you. And the release will be in a second.
Moving.
Yeah,
the price is moving. Audio.
Wow, Euro USD is rising.
USD, guys, Euro USD is coming to the resistance level. We need to see the reaction. The reaction, first of all, it is like the price is breaking.
The CPI is the same, 0.2%
It's
US
still-
CPI monthly. Yeah, and annual CPI is down 3.2%, down from 3.3% expected, down
Okay.
0.1%.
Okay,
Great.
I think that first reaction is obvious, but we need to be sure the price is closing. Okay. As we said, XAU USD right now, it's so basically all the prices right now reached the resistance level, right? The only thing they need to do right now is to break above it. So basically, Euro USD, you can see, US dollar index on the resistance level. So there are two ways to happen right now: straight breakout or a little pullback. And I personally think both ways are working, but we still have to get the sentiment. The sentiment for USD is bearish. That's why we're looking for buy positions in everything we discussed today. So everything is strong
Yes.
buy. I think if you love to take risk, you can already try to buy, for example, USD with a really short stop loss. So in case the price drops, you will be losing not much. But in case the price keeps skyrocketing, so basically risk reward ratio right now will be on your side. So for example, if you buy market right now, your take profit is 900 points. Your stop loss should be like 200 points, okay? In this case, your risk reward ratio is 4.5, which is amazing for the forex market. It's amazing trade. What to say? Euro USD, Euro GPY, I want to remind you.
Rocketing. Euro GPY. Okay, let's look at this.
Euro USD, yes, as we said, like breakout of the resistance levels, just basically the price just hit our buy stop. So we just pray for for it to go
As we
higher.
said, also for the USD GPY, it's amazing how low can it go.
Yes,
Because
for USD GPY, I think it's your profile, the price collected liquidity, right? So what do you think?
Yeah, just as always. As you know, on the chart, the price always collects liquidity up or above or below some levels. So Euro USD is just what I've told to you. It's collecting liquidity and it may go lower. After that, we need to wait for a 1 hour candle to close. And USD GPY is also going down after it collected some liquidity above the 143.9 level. So yeah.
But anyway,
Just
I don't think it will last long. I think the sentiment is clear. So, for example, Euro USD is amazing pair to trade right now because it has amazing risk reward ratio, right? So first of all, I would say that the price definitely not gonna break and move higher from here because it's kind of drew a divergence here. It's not super obvious, but it's still divergence. So the maximum the price may rise, it's like retest its high around 144. So here is your stop loss about 700 points, for example, for USD GPY, and your take profit might be as long as I would say like 5,000 points. You just need to hold this position. So it's like kind of swing trade right here, okay? So I think that this is pretty good trade. You shouldn't take it right now. You might find a better entry point. As you can see, this volatility is rising, so the price may move here and drop after that. But as we said, the sentiment is clear. Right now, it's like some speculations going on. The buyers and sellers change their position, and a lot of people losing money right now. So we do not recommend you to trade right now. We recommend you to wait a little bit, just a little bit. If you're a patient trader, you will find your entry point because I love what is happening right now on this market. So I think we need to talk about Australian dollar USD. Edward, what do you see here?
Yeah, okay. Just give me a second. Australian dollar USD. Yeah, okay. Can you please open the chart?
I did.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I see here is a big green candle that touched the resistance zone and then reversed. As we talked right now, and as you have drawn on the chart, I see a wedge, a falling wedge, and I expect the pair to touch it before going higher because, as for me, the US dollar is highly bearish today and tomorrow, and probably for the next week, because the inflation is below expectations. That means that there will be less monetary tightening. That means that there will be less support for the US dollar. So it will be bearish against other currencies, and Australian dollar is okay. It's still bullish. The Reserve Bank of Australia is still rising rates. It will rise rates more, as it said like a week ago. So I see here, what I see here is a reversal probably. And if we see some reaction to the lower border of this wedge, to the upper border, I'm sorry, then probably we will continue rising, and it will mean like a start of a local uptrend. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Still, I'm also super bullish on Australian dollar USD. The one thing that bothers me that we have to, we're probably not gonna find this best entry points right here, as right now some pullback is happening on like. So, for example, we can check like, for example, I would say that selling, for example, gold right now as it is on the trend line and the resistance level with a really short stop loss about like $2 away from an entry point, and with the target around like I would say like $10 lower, might be okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea. Why not? But still, I would recommend like to wait for another, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah.
I would say not 5-10 minutes. I would say 1 hour to 2 hours, because the price has to come down. Because right now, like if you want to trade right now, you have to take a lot of risk not to win much, for example. But if you wait and confirm the movement, you will get much more, risking less money, because as I said, if you wait, you will catch the overall trend. Right now you can catch some speculations, like selling, buying 50 points, and this is not worth of your time, money, and emotions. So but overall you can see that like the RSI on gold is pretty low, right? So it's willing go up. We just need to find the point. So there are two options right now. We need a pullback right here. You get entry point around 1913, or the price breaks above 1930, and in this case you buy. Okay. So
I want you to turn on the Australian dollar to the USD chart again, daily chart this time, because what I see here, and I want you to like correct me or to agree with me, is the big sideways movement. Just as you showed, it's a big sideways movement. So we collected liquidity at the lower border of the sideways movement. Also, we collected on the higher border, made a double top and then decreased. So do you agree here that we can expect a pullback to like the middle of this range, to the level 0.67, for example? Because it's the middle of this range.
Absolutely. This is what I marked. It's 0.67 and 3. So this is what my target after the breakout, which will be about like 1,000 points. I think, yes, it might happen. So right now, I believe the picture will be like a little correction right here, really slowly. Maybe not even today the price will move higher, Maybe like tomorrow PPI will confirm that inflation is totally falling, and tomorrow like the price will be moving higher. But this is now problem for us, for all of us, as we do not like have to earn all of money today. We just need to earn money, not to lose money. So right now, for example, as I said, yes, XAU USD is kind of experienced problems breaking this level, 1930, and as I said, if you're risky trader, you could have sell a little bit with a stop loss still above like $2 above your entry point, and you might, as I said, $10 lower. It will be around, I would say, what, like 1923. If it breaks below even 1913, some kind of double bottom pattern will work here as well. If you're not in the trade, you still might join, but in this case you will decrease your risk reward, right? So what we see, the US dollar finally moved higher. bouncing off the trend line. So we can still, I think, reverse. And if you want to trade today, if you have to trade today, you might sell all these currencies for like 200 point, 400 point, with it like lower than the prices when the current prices, and stop loss like 200 points above. In this case, your risk reward ratio will be 1 to 2, which is not bad as well for a forex. But as I said, like, you have to keep in mind that at some point you have to close your trade and get ready for a big pump in all of these currencies we've mentioned today, like GBP,
Yeah,
USD,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Euro USD, and
I
Australian
agree
dollar
with you.
USD.
And also, Kirill, if you don't mind looking at the US 500 index or US 100 index, it's also worth looking at the from the point of like macro analysis, because it may be the start of the new bearish market, and we may be like
Can I-
one of the first to predict it.
Sorry, can I interrupt you for a second? We come back to.
Yeah.
I just found something interesting. I think which is like more confident. We can. So guys, right
USD
here.
versus Canadian dollar, yeah.
Yeah, USD versus Canadian dollar. The interesting setup, because Canadian dollar were falling against the USD really strongly, and like when the US dollar index fell to 0.2%, USD Canadian
Yeah.
dollars could have moved like 1% right here. So what we see here right now, we can see clear double bottom pattern, absolutely clear, like it does not usually happen on the financial markets, and a absolutely perfect retest today during the CPI. So let's leave all these currencies we've mentioned, and here we might get a really amazing reward, because the price bounced off. So we can, and the next target is obviously at 136 and 5, right? So
yeah, 136 and 5, I have this level too.
yeah, yes. And guys, if you buy in here, your again risk reward would be 2,500 points versus, like, let's say 500 points of losing. So 1 to 5. This is amazing trade to trade right now, I believe, because this risk reward is what we want to find on the financial market. And yeah, sorry for interrupting, Edward. Let's move to US 500, and please, what you see.
Yeah. Just like always, I would like to start from a bigger time frame. Please open the daily time frame and move it a little bit further away, like from big distance.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. So as you see, if to like point out the latest movement, the latest two upward movements, smaller upward movements, and the bigger one. If to look at this movement, it looks quite similar to what we have seen at the all-time high of the market in the end of 2021. Because in the end of 2021, we also saw these two upward movements and two corrections. The first correction was bigger than the second one, so it was like a small sideways movement, like a triangle, and then we saw a fast rise, and after that a fast decline. And the very same situation we see right now. So it may point out that the market has lost its power, and bulls are maybe are ready to step back. Why I'm saying so? Why I'm saying so right here, not in like any different moment of time and space? Because as we know, and you can find it on our website, you can find it on the internet. As you know, the stock market starts falling when the US Federal Reserve stop raising rates. When they start decreasing the interest rate, that's where the most terrifying drop starts. And now we are pretty close to the US Fed stop raising the interest rate and start decreasing the rate. And that's why I'm saying that we may see like the history repeats itself, and we may see this time when the history repeats itself, and the US market will start falling really fast. And all these latest movement, like what we see here on the chart right now, it's like a big liquidity collection. We reached the almost all-time high, and we started to form the very same pattern we saw like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Okay, I can't add
That's
anything. Yeah, right here because I wish the price breaks above all-time high, collects all the liquidity right there, and after that falls significantly because the higher it gets, the lower it will go. It's like the rule. Okay, so let's check. Yes, XAU USD falling. It like I think that we can now expect a really bigger fall. So if you're not still in the position, if you're not still in position, you see this 15-minute candle, right? So like if the price gets anywhere in this range around 19.25, you can still sell. Like right now, you can still sell. Just be right now, like your risk reward ratio is about 1-to-1. So be really carefully. Maybe not place short stop orders, right? But the target, I think the target would be 1913 anyway, because the US dollar drew some huge candle right here. I'm still doubt it might break above the trend line, but we will see. We will see. So Euro USD, yes, collected all the liquidity above. If the price returns here, we might find some like sell entry points, because in the very short term it looks bearish, but in the long term, as we said, it looks absolutely bullish. So still think, do you really need this trade? Do you really need to risk this trade? GBP USD, we're probably gonna talk about it tomorrow, as I believe still tomorrow the price will decline in our zone of significant interest, about 1.26 and 5, and here we will be looking for some buy trades tomorrow in our Telegram channel. So let's just check what's going on USD Canadian dollar. It is still fluctuating, but still the retest looks solid. So I think that this trade is still like my favorite at this particular moment, because the Canadian dollar, I think tomorrow will be some in Canada as well. I'm not sure, but it might be.
It may be like that, of
Yeah,
course.
it might be.
So I just want to check what's with the markets right now.
I just wanna while you checking, you wanted to check what?
I'm looking at the gold, like always, at the minutes time frame and 5 minutes time frame, but I don't see anything like any entry points. I see a liquidity collection about 1927 level, 1930 even we touched 1930.25. So I don't know. I probably expect gold to go lower.
Yes,
but we need to wait for an hour, of course.
I think that selling around 126, 1926 would be a great idea, like right here. But we will see. Yeah. So, guys, I want to talk about one idea which is not connected with the NFP or with the CPI. Sorry. So, also yesterday in our Telegram channel, I gave this idea that the Euro GPY is about to break triple top pattern, and this is what happened. And why I want to talk about it, of course, because of the risk reward ratio. So here, the next target for this pair, again, if you're a swing trader, if you can take your position from over the night, from day to day, so this is just for you. So the target is 3,300 points. So if we place like 500 points stop loss, it would be okay. Yeah, so you can see that the price broke above the significant massive level. On every time frame the price looks absolutely bullish. So if you're not like, if you don't like to buy right now, just keep this chart in mind, because I believe this is what this is the gem for trading right now. This is the gem for buying and just leaving the position and waiting for profits. Do we need like discuss more, or we can kind of chill out a little bit?
Yeah, we can chill out a little bit, and as you can see, just to give you a better understanding of what we have talked today, Euro USD have collected liquidity and then suddenly reversed. Why is it so? Why like it didn't continue the uptrend? Because we're above this level, above the level of 1.1047, we have a lot of stop losses and a lot of buy stop orders. So when the price goes above these levels, a lot of traders automatically enter the market and expect the market to continue rising. It may continue rising. I'm not like saying it won't, but at the current moment, after the price collected all the liquidity, it needs to go down. It needs to collect some stop losses below. It needs some traders to exit because of emotion. It needs some liquidations, and that's why these range movements is quite interesting to trade. When you see that the price collected liquidity from one level, you can expect it will go and collect liquidity at the another level. It's pretty straightforward, right? And the same thing for the GBP USD. I wanted to open order a short trade at 1.28, but unfortunately I just didn't notice that movement. But still, it has collected liquidity at this level, and then it went down like always, like it's on the market, and now we have all the chances of GBP USD going lower to 1.268, for example, or 1.2625. Yeah, 2625. Yeah. So as you can see on the chart, it's always going like that. The liquidity collection from all the sides to gather the movement before moving in some direction. And gold is doing this also.
Yeah. So I think, guys, that even if you're kind of messed up today, if you were not really lucky today with this, I think that amazing moves are coming to the market, and we'll be definitely announcing them in our Telegram channel. We not always confident about our trade ideas, because sometimes market are so unpredictable, like S is moving different ways. But like for now, I think that we are pretty confident about the future of the currencies. We just need to tell you the right entry point, and we will be definitely finding it for you. I think that even by the end of this week, I think that tomorrow will be a great day for trading. So put your business away for tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow we will see a huge spike. Just I think that we are done for today. I just after the stream we will read through your comments and find the winner of our VIP analytics. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah. I don't think so. Anything to add right now in the market? No, I think we're fine. We analyzed pretty much everything that touches the United States dollar, and we touched some of the macroeconomics. We talked at the CPI, at how it affects the market. We conducted the contest, and also we gave some pretty accurate predictions about the movement for the Euro USD, for gold, for GBP USD, for Australian dollar. So I think we're pretty much done here. We did everything that we should.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you guys for attention. It was our first stream after a huge pause, so we will
After a year, yeah.
After a year, we will come back stronger next time. But I think it's a great experience for you and for us to be together and trade together. Thank you again. See you next time. Bye bye. We will stay in touch on Telegram. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.